This video was made, created by me ZS0020 Prime, leader of the Defenders and master of the Skybase. I am also known as ZS Prime, ZS0020 Prime, and Sylveon Prime, and nobody has any permission to use this video without my permission or authorization. This music was made, created by me ZS0020 Prime, leader of the Defenders and master of the Skybase. I am also known as ZS Prime, ZS0020 Prime, and Sylveon Prime, and nobody has any permission to use this music without my permission or authorization.
Okay. Stupid notification. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, for the love of... Stupid notification. Okay. As I was trying to say before I got interrupted by every single notification on my computer. Good... Hold on. Why is this thing always popping up? Ignore, dismiss. There we go. Stupid Avast trying to get me to buy stuff. Okay. As I was trying to say before Avast decided to butt in and interrupt. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's gonna be a bit of a fun video, but with obnoxious story attached to it. Basically, an obnoxious situation. That's what I should say. Obnoxious situation story attached to it. So, I'll get into the fun part, and then we'll get into the other part. So, I actually got Kirby Air Riders for the Switch 2, and I'm gonna open it right here to see. Even though the whole googly eye thing is only supposed to happen with regular Switch games, but you never know. Because just when you think scummy scammers can't get any more scummier, you get surprised. So I'm gonna crack this open and we'll see whether or not I actually got a game or did I get ripped off. And okay, I got the game. Good. And here's how it looks like. It's of course the red one because that's how you can tell it's a Switch 2 cartridge. It has the Switch 2 logo on it and it's red. So yep, that's the little cartridge. Let me stick it in here. Or back in here where it was. And that's how it looks like in the box. This is just advertisement for Nintendo Online. That's what it looks like in the box. Excuse the reflections. And let me do that. Sideways view. Oh, it's upside down. There. And the back. Oh, there. So basically, the product came, but here comes the ridiculous story part. This arrived today. Well, I ordered this yesterday for next day, and it was available for next day delivery between like the hours of like 10 and 3. So it did arrive early because fortunately I somehow managed to wake up early enough to track it on Amazon to make sure it actually properly arrives, because this thing is quite expensive. It's, I believe, with tax it was like $72. So yeah. So here's the ridiculous part. You know, I don't know if this was just this particular courier person, because I think Amazon sometimes uses like courier people that deliver or whatnot. I don't know what the hell was going on with this person this morning, but here's the situation. In the Amazon app, you can put delivery instructions, so that way you know the delivery people know where to put your package. In the delivery instructions, I specifically told them in the delivery instructions to put my package in front of the door. The reason I do that is because when they is for multiple reasons, including safety, to make sure my package doesn't get lost or stolen. What this person does, ignores my instructions completely and leaves the package in the fucking mail room where it can get stolen. I just got lucky that it was really early in the morning, and I was tracking it, so I was able to see that the package got left in the mail room. So I had to literally grab my cane and hobble my way to the mailroom because walking for me is pretty difficult because of my back issues. So that's another reason why I tell them to leave the package at my door, so that way I can grab it at my door and I don't have to walk all the way to the other side of the complex, because that's where the mail room is. I'm located in the back area of the complex. It's all the way on the other side of the complex. Unfortunately, there is an elevator to go to the first floor, but still. The reason why I tell them to leave it near my door is, one, because it's difficult for me to walk. Even the short trip to the mailroom takes a toll on my back, because I have two herniated discs. But the second part is, it is very easy to get packages stolen from the mailroom. Yes, they have a camera there, but cameras only tell you after the fact. They don't prevent nothing. In the past, the office used to take in packages, but they stopped doing that for various reasons, probably insurance reasons, etc., etc. But they stopped doing that. So if the package gets left in the fucking mailroom, you basically have to pray that nobody comes, because the mailroom is, even though the door in the building is always locked, anybody can easily get in there by basically sneaking past somebody who opens the door. Number one. Number two, I don't trust the people who live here because I don't know them. So it's just a potential opportunity for a thief. That's why for safety, I tell them to leave it at my door, where it's less likely. It's not an impossibility, but it's less likely for it to be stolen when it's at the door. When it's at my door, because the way the door is, there's like it's like kind of like inward like this, so that way the package is it's kind of like hidden from plain view, unless you literally try to be nosy and try to step into and try to basically step into the door where I would hear you, because yes, that door may be thick, but I can hear what goes on near it if somebody's like passing by, or if somebody's trying to be nosy or rude. Like, let's just say that one situation happened to me where this one person thought it was a marvelously good idea to start shouting in front of my damn door on their phone, until I very roughly just slammed my hand on the other side of the door, because I was frustrated that day. But that's besides the point. The point is, in the delivery instructions, I told them to leave this package at my door, and the idiot driver didn't do that. So yes, of course, I wrote. Well, they usually have you like review how the delivery went. I straight up told them. Straight up told Amazon the driver did not follow instructions, because this isn't the first fucking time this sort of thing has happened. And actually, what I'm going to start doing now is every time this thing happens, I'm going to just document it, so that way I have evidence of a reoccurring issue, because it doesn't happen as often, but it does happen. This situation has happened more than once, and it makes me nervous because, you know, I've had packages in the past go missing, and Amazon usually is pretty good about it. They usually try to see if they can redeliver the same product or refund the money. Usually they're good about it. But the thing is, it's not a pleasant feeling when you ordered something and it ends up stolen. Because and the worst part about it is, it irritates me more if the situation could have been prevented by simply following the instructions. This is why I get annoyed when people don't follow the instructions, because this isn't just somebody being in a rush. This is the individual being just plain lazy. We have elevators here. It only takes a few extra moments to walk over here, place the package in front of my door, but for some fucktarded reason, this person couldn't do that. And that is why I'm basically kind of making a record of the situation, so that way, if it continues happening, I can basically talk to Amazon and get to the bottom of what the hell's going on. So far, it hasn't happened as often, but it has happened. This isn't the first time. I don't even know how many times before it happened. I've lost count at this point. But the thing is, if I put in the delivery instructions, I want it at my door, that's where it's supposed to be, because that's the whole point. That's the whole point of having those delivery instructions. So that way the driver knows what to do. But it isn't just simply the driver knowing what to do. It's the delivery person has to not be lazy. And it just irritates me when people don't want to properly do their jobs, and because of people's laziness, because of this person's laziness, my package was pretty much out there, exposed, at risk of potentially being stolen. And I got lucky that I was able to get up early in the morning. I was basically pretty much watching the whole tracking thing, because there's like a tracking thing when the package is nearby. I was watching it like a hawk, and I noticed, oh, this guy didn't do their job properly and left it at the fucking mail room instead of delivering it at my door where it's supposed to be. And I don't know, call me old-fashioned, but the way I see it is, if you have a job, at least have the decency to do the job correctly. Because thanks to that, because at least this time I got lucky, nothing happened to my package. But all it takes is one time for something to happen. All it takes is one fucking time. And what irritates me is the whole situation could have been avoided if the fucking delivery person just did their fucking job correctly and put the package in front of my door as I fucking requested. I mean, it's like, I don't ask for much. I'm not asking them to personally hand it to me on a silver platter. I'm just asking them to just simply put it in front of my door as I requested in the fucking Amazon app. And yes, in case if you're wondering, I am an Amazon Prime member. So that's also why I get irritated, because I'm like, I'm paying for Prime for this stuff to arrive sooner, and then these people just don't do their fucking jobs correctly and potentially put my... Because this thing was $72. This thing was not cheap. That would have been a lot of money to lose if somebody stole it from the mailroom. Fortunately, I got lucky, but I'm not going to wait until something happens. I'm going to be proactive and nip the situation in the butt right here and right now before it becomes an ongoing thing. Because I don't know if this particular driver was just having a bad morning or what. That's not my fucking problem. The fact of the matter is, this particular driver today did not do their job correctly, and as a paying Amazon customer, I expect more. And I expect the job to be properly completed and my package to be at the door, so that way I don't have to bust my messed up back trying to scramble to the other side of the complex and pray to God that nobody gets there before me, and it messes with my package. But anywho, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically the ridiculous situation story associated with this package. I am happy that I got the game, it's intact, and at least I got it. At least it didn't end up getting stolen, but still. I don't understand why these delivery people can't just fucking do their jobs correctly. It's like, all it takes is a few extra minutes to go to the person's door. Don't know what this particular person's problem was, but quite frankly, that it's not my problem. At least the situation didn't become more ridiculous than it was. At least I got my game. But all I'm gonna have to say is Amazon, do better. And tell your delivery drivers to do better, because I expect a bit more professionalism, especially when I'm paying for your guys' service every fucking month. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude this video for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video, whenever it is and whatever it is. Have a good day and or night, everybody. Bye. Freaking ridiculous. Dumbass delivery drivers can't do their fucking jobs. Ugh.